All right. So this evening, we're going to go through a little bit of everything, kind of a mixed grab. The wife was at Hobby Lobby today, and she found these two. I passed on it the other day just because, why not? I'm not sure. And picked this one up. I have a couple of these King Crunches. I haven't opened any of them, but I've been wanting to really just kind of see what they're about and see what's what. So this one will get opened up tonight. So we got a King of Crunch, got a Club V Dub. I love the Greenlight Club V Dubs, any of the VW stuff. There's 3 new pink slips I picked up today that are new, I think. An M2 Cube, it won't get opened up. It'll go with all the rest of them. And I've got probably 4 or 5 Hot Wheels Premiums down here that we can cut open. So we'll just get in here and do the Club V Dub first. This is a 2024 Volkswagen thing. I don't have a Greenlight thing. No reason why I told her just to go ahead and grab it today. And this is a 73 VW Type 181. The thing, as they call it. The Hot Wheels thing, I have a couple of those. And what's cool about it is the top comes off of it. So for those of you VW nerds out there, if you don't know the Volkswagen thing mainline, I'll get it here in just a second. It's up here on the shelf. And what's cool is all the detail in these things for as small as they are. This one actually has a rear open engine cover. So to put this thing into perspective on how small it is, let's do a little roll check real quick. Not bad. These tires are about the same size as the one that come on the buses. It won't stay up, but get y'all a little peek at the engine cover. Then an undercarriage shot. Not bad. Nice detail on the motor in the rear. Nice, just calm, subtle color combo. License plate says TH3 thing, or actually, yeah, TR. I had to get my monocle. Should have this thing ready. That way I can read off. Oh, it's right here. Sorry, it's in the wrong container. I'm not wearing my glasses. I haven't worn them in a while. So let's see what the license plate says. Yeah, TH3 thing. So the thing. Pretty neat. Nice detail. This thing is super nice. Anyway, nothing too special. But the Club V-Dub stuff is pretty good quality, and what I like about a lot of the Greenlight Volkswagen thing is they don't overlook it just because of its size. They still try to incorporate some really nice detail. So glad to have that one open. Again, that's a 2024 release. This is a 2023 release, which makes me even more not want to open it, but why not? So this one has, I'll show you the back of the card here in just a second. What comes on this one. Most of these are 6-truck series. This is Series 14. Here's the back of the card. I'll read them off to y'all. This truck is first listed one, 83 Dodge Power Ram D250, 85 GMC K3500 Sierra Classic Overtime, 87 K20 Scottsdale The Enforcer, 1990 F350 Bigfoot number 9, 1990 GMC S15 Playing for Keeps. That'd be a cool one. and 1994 F-350 First Blood. So, oh wow, these things are really cool. Again, I haven't opened one of these. This is the monster truck that we all should have had. This kind of quality growing up. It's got the weight and feel of a nice die-cast model. The tires they feel like solid rubber. This thing is heavy. Wheels are really smooth. Man, now I want to open all of them up, but I don't have anywhere to keep them open. But really nice truck. The paint on the ladder bars is kind of, it could be a little better. But the paint on the truck and the tampons on the truck are really nice. The truck has an interior. It almost looks like they just took the same exact casting as the D250 they already had, which I have a few of them. And basically just put the monster truck undercarriage under it. Roll bar's a little out of skew. Doesn't surprise me. Looks like it may have just kind of popped out. You can kind of see it in the back there. It's not really straight. You may have to try to fix that. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, yeah, there we go. Just needs to get pushed down some. Maybe. I don't know what happened there. Looks like it just kind of come out of the hole with glue. Let me see if we can piddle with it. Maybe it's just got some adhesive or something in the way. It's really kind of hard to tell. Yeah, it looks like there's a big glob of glue in the hole. It's keeping it from going all the way down. It's really weird. I want it fixed. Shit, I think now it's worse. I don't know. Anyway, we'll have to reevaluate that one a little bit. Oh, see, it goes in there. It's just, I think it's just plugged up full of glue. But anyway, really cool. This thing holds great. I'm going to have to fix that roll bar though. Like I said, if you guys have some King of French trucks and you keep them in the package, open them up. If they're a chase, obviously hang on them for a little while until you just can't stand no more. Then you can still open those up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. This is really neat. I think I might just pull this thing. Yeah, I'm going to pull it out. Okay, so all the pegs are still on the roll bar, but I want to get that hole cleaned out. And they really booger that up. Okay, there's the hole. Okay, I got it now. Let's try that. Put that back down in there. This is just going to drive me nuts if I just don't fix it. You can tell it wants to go. There it is. Okay. So, a little quality control correction. The rear does not... Oh, it does have holes for the rear. This thing is just... Again, I'm just kind of showing you guys what to expect on some of these things when you get them. Because they're not perfect. You know, they're not fully hand-built like they used to be. But with a little bit of patience and a little bit of know-how and just knowing what you're getting into, you can fix some of this stuff and just forget about it. This thing is super clogged up. And the sad part is I can't really see. That thing is plugged up. Let's try. I have a needle file here. Let's try that. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to turn into a little recovery session, but you might not be able to let the camera pick it up. See how there's a bunch of glue adhesive in there? It's kind of blocking the hole. But this is working pretty good. We can get down in there and get all that glue out of there. Oh, nice. It broke off the end of my file. Now it's definitely going to be fixed afterwards. So anyway, that's cool. I like it. It's great. I'm glad I opened it up. All right, I'm going to show you all the M2. This is going to go up on the shelf. This is a 58 Plymouth Belvedere. I'm sure some of you have seen this casting. The one that I've seen is off-white, and I think they have a pink and off-white one. What made me buy this one today, because I passed on the other ones, even though it's a Mopar, and you know it's just a standard 9,000 piece run. But it was the only one that I saw like this, and I haven't seen this color variant. And like a lot of the letter cars, you know, in the 50s and 60s from Chrysler, they were real big on white and gold and black and gold. And when I saw this thing at Walmart today, I was like, wow, that is a really nice color combination. So again, it's a 58 Plymouth Belvedere, code's R89, it's 25-16, so it's the 16th release of 2025. But I just loved the black and gold because it just screamed Chrysler, you know, from that era. Box is kind of plain, but it does have a nice backdrop. It says Fashion Flavor 58 Plymouth, same thing on the back. New and simply terrific. So again, this one will get put up and it'll go off to the side for now because it'll go up here with all the rest of my M2s and cubes. Okay, pink slips. I only have one of the new one. I can't believe they're on the shelf at Walmart, but I went to a Walmart that I haven't been to before, not too far from my work office in West Houston. They had the Porsche, the Skyline, and the Demon. The pink slip cars are basically just they're kind of an elevated majorette. You know, they're made by Jada, which is owned by Majorette. What I love about the pink slip cars is most of them, at least the past few years, they come with these collector's tins. The packaging, like I said, on Majorette is just, it's not made, in my opinion, to stay on this. If it was, it'd be a little nicer card. Every single one of them is always not right. At least on this one, they put all the labeling on the back. Sometimes you see them on the front. But what I do love about the Majorette / Jadas is, you know, the roll quality. They have the sprung steel for the suspension. They normally have moving parts. And the collector's tin's a nice bonus. These things are $6. I mean, you know. When they come in the standard size boxes, they fit in the jammer cases perfectly. I mean, the box they come in, the Majorettes and the old pink slips that don't have the collector's tin, they literally just slide down like their compression fit. But we'll go ahead and cut open the Demon. Doesn't say what year it is, but whenever the Demons come out, I think that was like, I don't know, 18, 19, somewhere in there. Don't quote me on that. But we'll open this dude up and, oh man, this thing is tough. Check it out. Show y'all what's up. It'll go in the tin. It'll go up on the shelf with all the rest of my pink slips over there with my Matchbox collector cars. I'll get y'all a couple camera pan views for tonight before we end this one. Alright. So this one has opening doors. They have a brief outline of some door panels. I really hate they spray these things with the doors open or shut. It's kind of hard to tell. You can see the casting color bleeding through on the doors, and the door paint on the door panels isn't quite what it should be. If you look in there inside the jamb, you can see a lot of silver on both sides. But nonetheless, when the doors are shut, it's really nice. They always have really good fitment. Tempo rear. Slight temples in the front. This one probably has lenses too. I had to look. Yeah. And like I said, this one's a little tighter than most, but has a little give in the suspension. They all roll great. I mean, their rubber quality is really good. They're mostly smooth, but they put a little like stempel trail on the outside. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. They all say made in Germany. Oh, this actually, I'm sorry. The pink slips are apparently made in Thailand, according to this model. But nice car. It's got a good look. The Demons technically should have wire tires on the rear than the front. That's okay. Still a nice model. Like I said, for $6, can't beat it. Collector's tin. Comes a little bit of art on top. You slide it aside. Lid comes off. I wrap these things up in bubble wrap. I put the car inside for storage. So there's that pink slip. Let's check out the GTR. This is R35 Nissan Skyline. What really caught my eye about this one was I was going through I should have grabbed a Lamborghini too, because the only car out of this set that I have is I think it's a 911 Porsche. Not this one. This is a 934, older RSR. But for some reason I thought I had a Lamborghini besides a Porsche. I didn't get it. Oh well. Eventually later on in the year there'll be a little more available. This is nice. Opening doors. This one's got a lot of detailing on the side of the car. And food for thought, a lot of the pink slips and the majorettes, I only bought a few majorettes actually at Target. A lot of the pink slips I initially had, the other 8 or 10 that are up there, that are in tins, I got from Target. But all the rest of my majorettes and my slug bug bus and van VWs, and all my majorettes and all the other pink slips that are in the boxes, I found all those at Ollie's. So what I like about the Ollie's, oh, this one has open hood too. Sorry guys. There's that. What I love about finding all these things at Ollie's is they're heavily discounted. Most of the time they're $3.99, and a few of them are $2.99. So you literally get the cars for half price. And basically, Ollie's is one of those places where it's an overstock, right? Some of them you go in, there may be 5 cars there. I've walked into one of those and I went through cars, just the Jada and the majorettes, for over an hour. There was probably 300 or 400 cars there, and I ended up buying about 30 of them at once. It's a great value if you want to buy. These cars are already really great value, and what I liked about getting them at Ollie's is, they're a little less shopped than most people because no one thinks to go in there, except the guys who really just buy a little bit of everything like me. And if you want to find the Skylines and all the other cars that are taken from, and the Porsches that are taken from the Walmarts and the Targets and wherever else you get these things, HB Plus, I'm not sure about other stores around the rest of the country, but they're always going to be at Ollie's for the most part. So I know for the longest time, I did not find a Skyline at all until I started buying these things from Ollie's, because every time you go to a Target, every time you go to a Walmart, the thing's supposed to be all over the shelves, Skylines are gone. So, just a good tip. Ollie's is all over the country. There's all kinds of other stuff and shopping you can get while you're there. They have really cheap everything, man. I mean, outdoor equipment. I mean, you name it, right? So check it out. That's a nice ride too. There's the tin art on the front of it. It's just like the other one. Slides open. It'll come off. That's the side of the tin. It's on both sides. Very nice. Beautiful color on that GTR. Beautiful. All right. One of my classic cult favorites. I love anything Porsche. Not really sure where it stems from. I think probably the start of it was when the original Bad Boys movie came out. I was probably 10 or 11. I've watched that thing then, the first year or two it was out, probably 20 or 30 times with my dad, because it was just hilarious and it was a decent action film. And that Porsche that Will Smith drives in that movie, especially the end of the movie whenever they're racing against that Shelby Cobra, getting the bad guy. They're on the tarmac of that airport and they're just scooting down that thing, man. But okay, this is a 934 RSR. I had to guess it was probably a... Man, I don't really want to guess the year model. Maybe y'all can tell me. Probably like a 70... maybe a little later. Anyway, have to look into that a little bit. But that's this car. It's got opening doors. I'll show you all that in a minute. Here's the roof. Front. That's the rear. And all we have on this one is opening doors. Paint's okay. It's got a little bit of non-coverage inside the jams. Nothing crazy though. But very nice. Obviously I don't know why I roll check these things, because they roll straight, they're quiet, they're smooth. Got the sprung suspension. This is a really nice color combo on this car. Black and gold actually kind of fits the light gold wheels. It's got just enough shine on the stripes. Really nice detail on the front of the car. I love the matching pinstripe. The old duckbill on the back. These Porsches, man, just the lines and the way they sit. It's like, oh, I'm nice and cute. Oh, I'm so friendly. Until you get in and you start, turbo or not, it don't matter, man. It don't matter. So, this one, very glad I chase the Porsches and Cadillacs is what my main scoop is, besides Blazers, Broncos, and just really any full-size truck. But if someone asks me, hey, what are you looking for? Porsches and Cadillacs. Everybody collects Porsches. They do make some nice die-cast models, but I haven't come across anybody who collects Cadillacs. Not sure where that stems from too. I've got a couple different, I guess, reasons or thoughts on my process behind that. But I'll show you that collection later too. I love anything Bronco, except the Bronco Sports. That's not a Bronco. I prefer the older generation, 96 and down, all the way to whenever they first were made in 66 or 7. But I do have a couple in this casting. I have the Super Chase loose. I have the blue variant of this, which I think was 23 or 24, on card and loose, but I do not have a green one. So this one's down the card for a little bit. I don't see these things everywhere. This one may just go in a clamshell until I decide I want to just rip it out. But what I thought was cool about this one, besides it being green, is it had gold wheels. The other one is like a medium metallic blue, almost this color, and it has like a charcoal, just plain gray set of wheels on it. I have one of these already. I think I have the Volkswagen Caddy truck. I haven't really seen these. They've been all over Facebook, and I see, the surf crate everywhere because no one wants it. But I don't have the truck, the van, or the bug. I got the van today. This one, the car's in decent shape. It's got a little crease up here. I think I may just go ahead and cut it off, just because it's a really nice casting. It's a Silver Series truck, so it's got a little extra detailing on it. The paint's real nice. And I want to check out the interior too. So this should be a 2025 release. These were coming out late last year, early this year. And here's the other cars that come in the series. It's an early 60s Chevy pickup, the Volkswagen Caddy, full-wheel drive, maybe 4x4 Beetle, what they call it. I know Matchbox calls it that. They call it Volkswagen Baja Bug. And then 77 Custom Dodge van. Oh. I wish all these Silver Series cars had double die cast. This one's plastic. But the paint on this thing is super nice. It's got a light blue tint on the windshield and the full panoramic roof, if you will, which is kind of a cool option. 4 captain's chairs, 2 front, 2 rear. And there's some kind of tanks in the back. I'm assuming it's for diving or something to that effect. There's a side, other side, front. It's got tempo tail lights, and I have a little love for G10 and G20 vans. GMC and Chevrolet, because my great uncle. We were talking about this weekend while we were up there. He always had vans. He always bought the cheapest van he can get, and he would basically go to one of those conversion places and just load it up. I mean, he'd spend all the cash bar, right? And I remember they always used to travel to Florida and other places, and he was a van guy. They bought him a Tahoe in 2009 or 10, which he still has. Doesn't drive it anymore because of his health, but it's really neat. Every time I see a Chevrolet or GMC van, even just any full-size van from 70 to 90, I just think of him. I always done nothing with Chevrolets, but I like the Dodges, because way back in the day they put 440s in them, and the Fords are cool too, because they used to, down here there's a lot of construction going on, right? And I remember as a kid, and even now, the Ford Econoline van was like your staple, for a painter, a drywall guy. Keep all your tools inside. You could put your guys in the back. There's all kinds of good uses for a van. And I've become a little more fond of them over the years, and I see why, the intent is where it's at. And another cute story is my stepdad, whenever he was young, long before I knew him, he had a van, and it was all done up with all the crazy, 70s flair on it. And fun fact, he used to keep a pair of nunchucks in it. And yes, he did know how to use them. Didn't know that till I was about 30. But okay, another little special treat is this is a 50th anniversary Hot Wheel Premium. I've been holding off on opening it because I bought it and I said, well, I ought to hang on to it. Nah, you know what? I love this car. It didn't ever get enough love. I wish they would have made it a little longer. 71 AMC Javelin. And I want it out of the package because this car will definitely look really sweet in a display. Maybe when I change up the Mustang garage, it'll be something weird, with a bunch of oddballs and Bills and Buicks and AMCs and, stuff like that. So there's 10 in this set. 56 Chevy. This car is number 2. 60s Ford Econoline pickup. Custom 69 Volkswagen Squareback. Number 5 is 71 Datsun Bluebird 5-dent wagon. Number 6 is Volkswagen T1 drag bus. Number 7 is 78 Little Red Express truck. That's one of the stacked tailpipes and the wood bed stakes. 8's 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser, 9 is 69 Camaro, and number 10 is a 65 Ford Galaxy. So with them being established in 68, I'm assuming this is 2018 or 2019. Again, it's a 71 AMC Javelin. I was more of a... one of the cars I really liked that AMC made was the... oh man, what was that? The Rambler? It's the one that kind of resembles a Dodge Charger. I can't remember what year that was, 67 or 66. Beautiful car. But, you know, the earlier Javelins, and I mean, they were cool, man. They were different. They always had big power, you know, and you just don't see a lot of them now because there weren't as many made, you know, back then. I'm assuming a lot of them got crashed because they were fast. But anyway, this is a perfect example of a nice Hot Wheels premium. Bright red paint, just a nice subtle white. I love the 50th anniversary livery. I think it actually fits the colors of this car, especially being red, white, and blue. That was a big staple point for AMC back in the day. They had a lot of cars that were red, white, and blue. The front end of this car is just really nice. They probably could have put a little more paint on the headlamps to make them look a little more realistic, or put tampos on them. But I love how it has that zinc finish. You know, just raw aluminum on the front. It's really nice. The rear, a little disappointing on it. There's nothing. No license plate, no tampos for taillights, what have you. But side X exhaust. Car looks really good. And I'm sure it rolls just as good as it looks, like all the Hot Wheels premiums. Yep, definitely no disappointment. This is what will make you buy just a lot of Hot Wheels premiums, because you know every time you take one out of the package, it's not going to be no issues. It's just going to be exactly how it's supposed to be, you know. Nice, smooth, crisp, no flaws. Textbook. Okay. James Bond 007 Spy Who Loved Me movie. This is a Lotus Esprit S1. These, I'm sure, as most of you know, are a major peg warmer in a lot of stores. That's fine. I'll buy them. Hung on to them for a little bit. And I decided, you know what? Let's get them out of the package, check them out. I think I actually have this car loose already. But that's fine. If I do, I'll put it in the loose collection where it goes with giveaways, or I'll do some trades for it or something. But real nice. Pretty good detail. Fairly small casting. I like how they did the painted white bottom on this one. It's a nice touch. Black would have been fine too, but with them trying to do the body match paint on the bottom of the car, it was probably easier just to paint the whole base white instead of having to mask it off and paint that black, which is cool. Very nice. I actually have this car already loose, so I'm going to put it to the side, and it'll go as a freebie in one of my trade deals, or one of my good customers that I trade with or buy from. Okay, we opened up a Greenlight variant of this one last night, and we talked a little bit about the Toyota 2000 GT Roadster. If you haven't seen this movie, and you're remotely anything, even a winkling of a James Bond fan, even if you're young and you like all the newer Daniel Craig stuff, go back and rent this on stream or whatever, Netflix, Hulu, I don't care where you watch it. If you love cars and you love James Bond, this movie will not disappoint. This car made a big splash. I've only seen this movie probably twice, and I'm not going to say it's like Stephen McQueen and Bullet, not like that, but definitely probably, maybe not the top 10 of car moments and chases and car Hollywood history, but I would say it's definitely a top 20. The Greenlight variant of this we opened up last night was real nice. This is really, it's no disappointment either. Pretty cool how they put clear lenses on the front bumper covers. Not bad. That Greenlight rolled exceptionally well. I was shocked when I was commenting on that video last night. But this one rolls really good too. Very beautiful car. Get a shot of the interior, right-hand drive. So, very nice. The thing is smooth. Oh yeah. Love it. Alright, we got 3 more down here. No Time to Die. I can't remember who drove this one. What movie this was. Again, there's like 60 of these movies, guys. I just playing catch up here. I want to say this is a Daniel Craig movie. I know he drove a car like this in Casino Royale. It was that was a DB7. So, anyway, this is just an Aston Martin V8. I'm not sure what year model it is. And what I loved about that Aston Martin Vanquish, I think it was. Yeah, which that car I know it from, what was the one with Pierce Brosnan, not GoldenEye. It was the one after that. I remember watching that movie in the theaters when I was junior high or freshman in high school. And him and Halle Berry, I think, are sliding in the snow on the frozen lake. And that was a cool scene. This car is a lot like this one. It doesn't really look that great inside the car. But man, that paint. The only thing to make this car next to perfect is putting some better wheels on it. Get y'all a good shot of it. Get a little bit of the paint flop. It's got the flat black roof, which I guess will resemble like a ragtop sunroof. Driver's view. The front of this car is very, very nice. Rear is too. This one of the nicer premiums. And the Aston Martin Vanquish I have is real nice too. It's up there in the garage. Luckily, I just noticed it tonight. I knew I bought one of those and didn't realize I bought a duplicate. That's fine. I'll throw it in with somebody's trade. They'll be happy to have it. Beautiful roll. This is the way all this more premium diecast should be. You pay $5 or $10 for a car that rolls, it should roll like that. So there's that. Okay, last two. Kit, Knight Rider. I knew I watched this show religiously with my grandfather during the summers. And, David Hasselhoff, he was known for this and then Baywatch later on. I remember this car very well. But I don't remember a whole lot of it now. There's reruns of that stuff going on forever. And what I just noticed was one of these is pop culture and one of them is not. So the newer variant, which is this one, the Kit, is a 2024 copyright. It's pop culture. But the one that's got the Super Pursuit mode is a 22 copyright. And it does not say pop culture. So I'm not sure when they started doing pop culture with the Hot Wheels premiums, but we'll do the non-pop culture 2022 variant. This is the Kit Super Pursuit. It's got the extended bumpers on it and has a couple other gadgets and doodads that the other variant doesn't have. we'll go pretty quick on these because this is also more or less kind of a peg warmer, or at least was in a lot of places. But it's pretty neat. The paint on is really nice. That's the second time. Roof view, side view, rear, under black. Oh man, shiny gloss black undercarriage, real nice. And that's cool. They even put the Blister style steering wheel in there, which it had. You can pick that up on the camera. So really neat. I think I like the standard kit variant better, but we'll see when we get it out of the package. This is the standard kit car. Oh yeah. It's basically the same exact car, but it doesn't have that raised rear with a spoiler, and obviously the front bumper. This is the car you saw on the show. I mean, this was just had the little scanner in the front. License plate says Night Rider. Same interior. Get a side-by-side comparison. So see how it has the sculpted rear and the spoiler. And the front's a little different. It's got, obviously has that extended bumper on the front. And then up here on the B pillar, it's got some other kind of protection. So there's down on the sides, and that's on the standard variant. But that's him, Jim. I mean, a third gen Firebird it's all right. I love the formulas and the Trans Ams and the GTAs from this period. I always loved the GTAs because they had those real cool honeycomb wheels and just the right stance, and they always had just a little bit of something that was a little different. Everybody had a Camaro. Man, Firebird, that's where it's at. But very nice. I'm glad those are open too. Those are cool. All right, that's it for tonight. I might do the model kits, or we might save those for another day. Coming up, I've got 3 M2 square body model kits I'm opening up. Been holding off on those, and what I might do is do a close shot camera so we can get a better look at all the details, and I'm going to probably get a few little assorted tools through here, and we can start putting those model kits together, and we can do some wheel swaps. So, till next time.